Welcome back to the Satellite Remote Sensing Day. After learning how to access, open, and visualize satellite CDR data, we are moving on to a key concept of climate research, climatology, and how we can calculate it using satellite data. This will be used throughout the remaining of the module and other topics, and expand on things that you learned in day 2. Climatology is often defined as the average of certain variables over long periods, like you have learned in previous days. It sometimes is also called climate normal, indicating it is the normal state of climate. The period used to calculate climate normal is typically 30 years. This figure shows an abstract example of climatology, assuming each curve on the left side is a curve of monthly precipitation for a given year within 30 years. The precipitation climatology is defined as the mean precipitation of each month over the past 30 years. Climatology can be used to categorize the current weather and climate conditions. For example, we can expect July's temperature to be warmer than January's temperature in many places in the northern hemisphere. When comparing the current weather to the climatology, we can determine whether the weather is normal or is notably different from the normal state. Climatology can also be useful for activities like drought assessments, planning for agriculture and energy systems, as well as urban design, or can be used to plan for travel and logistics for different industries across different sectors of the society. That's why major meteorological service agencies provide regularly updated climatology or climate normal for their country and the world using observational data. NOAA produces 30-year climate normal for the nation every 10 years using station observations. This long-term record also shows that the mean state of climate has changed significantly across the continental United States. The most recent 30-year climate normal from 1991 to 1920 is significantly warmer than the beginning of the century. This is a very strong evidence of climate change for the nation. This pattern is also observed in the other area of the world. Satellite data is also now being considered to calculate climatology with a growing time series and availability of satellite data. To calculate climatology, we first need to define the climatology period, or the reference period. As we discussed before, it is often a 30-year time window. Let's use 1981 to 2010 as an example. We can calculate monthly precipitation climatology by averaging the 30 precipitation values of the same month. For example, February in this case. This is a simplified conceptualization of climatology. When dealing with real-world data, we often need to do some quality control to make sure the data of high quality use and robust against impacts of artificial sources of error. Thinking about the data quality flags from CDR data that we seen earlier, we only need to use the high quality CDR data to calculate satellite climatology. In this tutorial, we will learn how to use the Global Precipitation Climatology Project monthly precipitation data as an example to calculate 30-year climatology using satellite CDR data. This tutorial will also help you create meaningful maps, including proper projections and adding coastlines and other advanced features to make the map publication quality.